I don't think a cat's so much autistic as they're sort of little psychopaths. Cats are not like dogs. You can't connect with them in any meaningful way. Dogs have a GFP. This is an interesting thing. It's a general factor of personality. It's kind of like the G factor that exists among various measures of prosocial personality. It's found in dogs but not in chimpanzees. Cats have low GFP. They have a highly asymmetric GFP. They're high on all the stability facets except emotional stability, i.e. high on conscientiousness and agreeableness. And they're low on most of the plasticity facets, openness and extroversion. But I'm sorry, I would have thought that you would have get the GFP in every species, wouldn't you? No, not necessarily. You don't get it in chimpanzees. There's a big 2 in chimpanzees, but there's no correlation between them. You don't get it in orangutans. There's 4 group factors there. You do get it in dogs and you do get it in humans. So it looks like it's humans and they're domesticates. We've bred it into dogs because it's a mechanism, it's a way of controlling them. Because the GFP is our way of impression management and being socially effective, and regulating our impulses and coordinating our social presentation and monitoring presentation bias. Monitoring emotions in other people. There was a paper done on the Chinomi compared to Westerners. Chinomi are basically a hunter-gatherer population that live in South America. And the projection we have was that actually with the Chinomi, what you should have is a more strongly correlated set of personality traits. So the GFP should account for variance among individual differences in the Chinomi personality variant, compared to Westerners who should have more weakly correlated personality traits. And the argument for this was that among Western populations that the weaker intercorrelations among personality traits translate into greater degrees of behavioral specialization through a theory called strategic differentiation hypothesis. This theory relates to life history speed. So slow life history populations are better at spotting small niches to exploit. They are cognitive specialists and behavioral specialists. So the G factor is weaker among slow life history individuals. There's cognitive differentiation. There's strategic differentiation among personality traits. Other manifestations of behavior incarnation. And this is a form of niche filling. So sometimes there's a benefit to having a strongly correlated set of faculty, essentially in other instances. When you're doing niche filling under a stable ecological regime, it actually makes sense to be a specialist, and to allow yourself to develop more narrow and parochial behavior.